Welcome to another video by Jitterbit. Over the last few months, we have realized that we need to adapt to the new norms. How we conduct business just a few months ago is no longer a viable option. With this in mind, many companies are making extreme adjustments to the way they do business. These adjustments include leveraging remote web conferencing tools such as Zoom, having to do more with less by building automations, and also getting insight to the most effective marketing campaigns so that they know where to spend their marketing dollars. Here at Jitterbit, we face similar issues and concerns that you may be facing today. We are replacing many of our in-person events to more virtual gatherings. We're leveraging digital marketing to get our message across to the people who may be looking for enterprise integration platform as a service. Some of the content that I will be sharing with you today are the byproduct of some of these adjustments we're making to help our business strive better. And by sharing it with you, we hope we can make the same positive impact to your business. Our demo scenario is a common scenario that you may be familiar with. We will be working with EventBrite, a powerful online event creation platform used by many small and large corporations across the US. From a web conferencing perspective, we will be using a global leader in the space, Zoom. And finally, we will be using Salesforce as a platform of choice for marketing and campaign management. Although we're using these platforms for our demo, keep in mind that the same process can be applied with any other system that you have standardized on. Let's look at our business process automation that we have prepared for you in this demo using Jitterbit as the centerpiece of the entire flow. There are two main parts to our integration scenario. One is the event creation process, and the second is processing of users who purchase ticket for the event. First, we will create an online event in EventBrite. Using EventBrite's webhooks and API created in API Manager by Jitterbit, we automatically create a Zoom meeting without any human intervention. This information about this newly created Zoom meeting is then sent back to EventBrite. Immediately, based on the event that we created, we will create a new campaign in Salesforce. Now our event is live and we're ready to attract attendees to our event. Leveraging EventBrite's platform, we create a ticket and start advertising. When a potential attendee makes a purchase of the ticket, again using EventBrite's webhooks and Jitterbit's API Manager, we add the purchaser of the ticket to the campaign that we created in Salesforce earlier, allowing us to measure the success of the event and also have an easy way to follow up with the attendees. Keep in mind, as you will see, all these actions are in real time with no human intervention by the creator of the event, of course, other than creating an initial event at the very beginning. So let's see how this works. We'll start our demo by creating an EventBrite event. I'm going to call this Jitterbit webinar. Yeah, let's put today's date on it. We're going to make some modifications. Let's make this an online event, and let's keep it, let's put the event on July, say, 6th at 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. So we're going to go ahead and save this event, but before I do that, I do want to show you in my Zoom, refresh the screen. There are no events on June 6th on our Zoom invite. We're going to go ahead and save. And now we have created the basic information about our event. Now, if we go back to Zoom and refresh, now we have the Jitterbit webinar June 1st, 2020. With an ID that ends with 1562. So this is automatically created. Now if we go back to EventBrite and refresh our page, notice that the summary, we put our name and the ID. So that's 1562 ID for the Zoom meeting. Next, we're going to go ahead to the ticket section and actually create a ticket. This is going to be a free ticket. Let's say there is 100 available, and we will save. So we have created a ticket for this event, and we're going to go ahead and publish our event. While that is going on, let's go to our campaign, refresh our page in our campaign. Notice that we do have a campaign now under Jitterbit Webinar 6/1/2020. If we navigate to this webinar, at this moment, we have no campaign members. And that we're going to do next. We're going to go ahead and actually make a purchase of an event. So let's go ahead and look at the ticket. And we'll go ahead and register for this event. We're going to get one ticket. Obviously, it's free. We're going to go ahead and say Tony Jones. And let's put tony@gmail.com. Check this and register. And again, behind the scene, the APIs, the webhooks, everything is done to make sure this member who just made a purchase gets the appropriate information in their inbox, as well as being added to the campaign. So let's go back here in Salesforce and refresh our page. Now you can see we have one member in our campaign. And if we look at it, that's Tony Jones. And if we go to our contacts and refresh our page, we should have Tony Jones as a member of our contact list. Now let's take a look at how this project was created. Using Jitterbit Cloud Studio, we have done a couple of things. First, we've created a connector for EventBrite. Out of the box, Jitterbit does not have an EventBrite connector. However, Jitterbit does have a Jitterbit connector builder, which allows anybody to create a connector for any type of REST endpoint by answering a few questions about the APIs for that specific platform. And we have a separate video that talks about how to create those connectors from scratch. But as far as processing the event, we're getting the webhook that EventBrite has calls the Jitterbit APIs, and in turn, we execute these series of operations. One is we extract the event information from EventBrite. Once we have the details, then we go ahead and create our Zoom by using another connector that was built using Jitterbit Connector Builder. And once we have the Zoom information, we go update EventBrite with the Zoom details, and that's where you saw the ID of the Zoom showing in EventBrite. Finally, we go ahead and create a campaign in Salesforce. So this was the first part of going from creating an event all the way to creating a campaign in Salesforce. So that was one workflow. The second workflow is when a user actually makes a purchase of a ticket. Again, using the webhooks from EventBrite, we get the information about the order. We get information about the ID, how many tickets, anything that's related to that specific event, and then add a contact in Salesforce using our Salesforce connector that comes out of the box. And then we also get add the specific user to the campaign, again using the Salesforce connector that's part of the platform. On the right side, you can see I have a combination of standard connectors that are out of the box, such as our standard REST endpoint. We have Salesforce. We have a variety of different connectors that are available out of the box, including Redshift, Amazon S3, Box, databases, Sharewell, Epicor, SAP, NetSuite, the Microsoft Dynamics, AX and CRM, RabbitMQ, Snowflake. Again, these are just to name a few that are available to our customers. And everything is drag and drop. You can configure these connectors and drag it into your flow and create your operations. So again, we created our event. We processed it, created automation without human intervention to create a Zoom meeting, update the event, create the campaign. And then once there was a ticket sale, we processed that information to add it to Salesforce as contact and also add that contact to the campaign. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and this project is available for you to download and leverage for your event management automation.